Hey everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today, May 2nd, 2019. This video, we're talking about how real traders make profit. BNB Binance Coin. So here we go, but first off, keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. Also, if you happen to be a guppy, this might teach you how to actually be a shark and what sharks look for and how they eat the guppies. So anyway, here we go. What am I talking about? First off, I have to say that it's a really sad day for me. It's sad and happy, you know, that kind of thing. It's where I had to say goodbye basically to an old friend. So what am I talking about? Well, first, let's go take a look at Binance Coin. And what have we heard about it? We've heard a lot of great news, right? There's just been a ton of good news. And let's go take a look at the chart. Yeah, I'm streaming. Oh, wonderful. So there's just been a ton of really good news. And this thing has just been on a tear, right? And as you can see here, this is like a Wyckoff channel here. With supply and demand, had an overthrow and all this good stuff is way up at the top. It bounced off that line. It's just doing awesome. Fantastic, fantastic. Really decoupled from Bitcoin. It has, you know, the whole market in general is just coming alive. I mean, look at the volumes here. They're increasing. They're looking fantastic, right? And things are just, I mean, is there any bad news about BNB? The only thing I can think of is it has some exposure to Tether, and we'll see how Tether goes, right? But for the most part, things are looking like really great for Binance Coin. And there's a ton of videos out there from other YouTubers, articles. Binance is great, wonderful, all this stuff. Believe me, I love Binance Coin, and I really love Binance. I think it's a great exchange. There's nice liquidity. The interface is easy. It's a great platform, and I've been using it basically since it started. So this leads me to the sad part. It's an old friend, and we'll get into that in a bit. But let's take a look to see what is going on with Binance, okay? What is going on with Binance? And this is on, well, it's on Binance on the trading views section. This is the 1 day. Let me take it down here to the 1 hour. Is that good? No, the 1 hour isn't good. Let's take it down to the 30-minute. Is this the right coin? Yeah, okay, there we go. I just had my scaling messed up. Anyway, what do we have going on first? Let's analyze this to see what is going on. And my lines have disappeared for some reason. Let me go to the 1 hour. Maybe the lines will come back. No, I had lines on here. It's really, maybe they're on the 15-minute they'll show. Anyway, I can redraw them. Okay, so what do we have that's going on? We have, first off, we have this huge upswing here to way up here at the top, and that was at 25, almost 25.50. Let's call it 25.50, okay? So let's go ahead and draw a line there. And that's the top of the buying climax. That's a Wyckoff thing. And we'll just copy that, and we're going, it's not liking it. We'll copy and paste that. And we'll take that down and put it at the bottom of the automatic recovery. Okay. And we'll take another line and put it down at the top of the, yeah, I'll put it at the top of the preliminary supply. That's PSY, preliminary supply. Let me extend that out a bit. Whammo bammo. Okay, and then we need one more line. Bring that down, and we put it on top of our first secondary test after the AR. So it goes the buying climax, down to the AR, up to the secondary test, in between the ST and the AR. That's called the trading range, okay? And if we scroll out, we can see the Wyckoff stuff. This is how it's just jogging along, it's galloping, okay? Trotting along. So here we go. So we have the buying climax, point of supply, automatic recovery or rally, and stuff like that. And then it comes down here and it drops below the AR, and it even drops below the preliminary supply. Now that's a sign of weakness here. And a lot of people might think that, oh, it's you know, something else, but I labeled this as a sign of weakness, okay? And we did have another test here, but it failed to get above. Do you see that? Too much supply, too many buyers, too many sellers. That means there's too much supply and it dumped, okay? Granted, not by a huge amount. I mean, we're scrolled out in pretty tight here. And it tried to come back up, and we had an up thrust. To me, it's an up thrust that failed. An up thrust should have hit this line up here, okay? So that is a sign of weakness. This was a sign of weakness going so far down below without a really big, huge recovery. It just came up to the midpoint of the trading range here. And then what, we had some chop here, and then we had another up thrust that failed to get above even to the ST. It should have came all the way up to this buying climax line, and it didn't. So I'm calling that an upper bound test that failed. Okay. Also, in a previous video, I talked about how to spot when something is kind of like on the decline. Okay. I should have put the link below, but I didn't. It's like 2 videos back. Anyway, it's on how to test things to see if they're going down. And let me go ahead and flip this to the 30 minute so you can see. Let's flip it to the 1 hour. Okay. This scaling got all messed up. See that candle right there I'm putting it on? I'm putting it on this candle right here. Okay, so what do we have? We have, let's get the criteria over here. What is this all about? What is this candle all about? Well, what we do is when we're looking for basically a decline in supply, basically a decline, okay, to see if there's too much supply, whether or not it can handle the amount of supply that it has, or if we think it's going to go down. This is just an indicator, okay? It's not a 100% sure thing, but you can look at these rules and stuff and say, oh, well, that's interesting. But what we do is down here in the volumes, we look for pretty dang high volume, okay? And this candle, this one here was a huge candle that took a lot of effort to put it up. But notice how far down it came. That's a lot of sell pressure, right? Okay. And so then what we do is right there. And notice that this candle actually closed right around the middle. And we're looking for something that has closed in the middle or the upper area. Okay, so the upper part of the bar. Okay. And it needs to be high volume, and we're looking for something in an upper area, a general upper area here that's you know, relative to the size of the chart here. Okay, we're not going to go way back. So down here, that would be like a lower area. This is an upper area. So what do we have? We have a big green candle in the upper area, and it's on high volume. And then we have and it closed near the high. Okay, yeah, closed near the high. And then the next bar has to be a down bar. Okay, so the next bar, it's a down bar. That's what I'm marking here. It's a down bar, and it has medium to high volume, which it does. Okay, whammo bammo, that is an indication of a decline. Okay, and I have a previous video where I went over on that. I gave a whole bunch of examples, like 4 or 5 examples, probably way too many than I needed to. But anyway, so this is kind of like what I'm looking at. So what did I do? I dumped. Yeah, I sold almost all of my, well, basically I sold all my BNB coin except that that I need for trading fees and stuff like that, okay? Because it's a wonderful token for that. And it has been a wonderful token. But the thing is, it's like, okay, you sold, oh, you trader, you know, this or that. It's like, no, guys, you got to learn how to take profits. And this is part of being a shark. This is how real traders make money. And you got to look at things, and you're looking at the news, and everything is great. Everything is wonderful. It's all peachy and keen and all this and that. We scroll out here. You're thinking, oh my gosh, how in the world can this, you know, I got to be crazy to get out, right? I got to be like totally stupid to get out. And, you know, it just is what it is. But that's what I'm doing. And I'm not saying that you guys get out. For me, it's my time. And why is it my time? It's because that I had a trading plan and I'm sticking to it. That is harder than it's harder to do than you can believe. It's much easier to buy something and just write it down to zero than it is to actually sell something and get a profit. It's difficult to actually get a profit. So you got to have a plan, a trading plan to say, okay, I'm going to get in and then at such and such criteria, and I'm going to get out at such and such criteria, and you follow it. Okay, unless this thing is just skyrocketing and you're following it with close stops or whatever however you do it. But nevertheless, you want to get out. And for me, this thing is skyrocketing up. We had this huge spike here, which was like over 80% from going from the bottom here up here, and the scaling's a little bit off, but it's pretty close to a little bit over 80% of the slope of this angle, which is like astronomically high, right? And so we'll see. And yeah, this is going up. So yeah, I got out. And why did I get out? Well, when you got it down here when it first started, you know, I'm looking at over a 1200%, 1250% return, guys. So the question is, when is enough enough? Okay? When do you guys get out? When is enough enough? And that's a real hard decision. That's the call that you guys have to make. And yeah, so 1253 is what I actually made. And rule number one when it comes to trading, protect your capital. Okay? Protect the capital. Number two is, and how do you do that? You have something that's called FOMOP. FOMOP. Yeah, I made that term up. But it means fear of missing out on profit. Okay? Not fear of missing out. Basically is the same thing. But that's when they buy way up here, FOMO. Let me get this out of the way. That's when people actually buy up here. They FOMO in. I FOMOP. That's when I get out. Okay? And also another point of interest. Binance is at its previous all-time highs. Yeah, right there. You see that? Isn't that interesting? So it's also meeting other criteria where this was a huge, at a more of a macro level, this was a buying climax. Okay? And this was the automatic rally. Okay? And how you can mark it up and stuff like that. But anyway, the point is for this video is how do real traders make profit? It's by having the wherewithal to follow their plan, to go against the grain of public sentiment, to go against the general overall grain of what the charts look like, and to follow your own and to follow your own way of trading. Okay, now I'm here using markup with value spread analysis, VSA. That's how I came to this decision to get out. And then plus, it also, the reason I decided that too, the big factor is because, you know, it was in my plan. It went past a certain amount that I had in my plan, and so I'm following that. Anyway, so that's what you do, and that is hard, guys. That's not easy. That is hard. That's what sharks do. So what I did is that there was a bunch of guppies up here, and I didn't eat them. Well, I guess I ate them, right? And so now they're just up here floating on top, the ones that bought the bags. That's how I see it. So I gave them my bags. I was generous today. I gave my bags, and they're floating up here at top, and they're thinking that, you know, it's going to go up higher. And the thing is, that's another thing. It can go higher. Isn't that interesting? It can go higher. This could turn into what is called reaccumulation, which I'm thinking it very well could be. It could turn into what's called reaccumulation in Wyckoff. And then what happens is that, okay, it bounces around here for a bit, goes like this, and then it goes, boom. Whoops. Anyway, you guys get the idea. It goes off the chart. You know, I mean, it stagnates for a while, stagnates, and then boom, off the chart, right? So we'll see. So let me know if you think I'm crazy or not. Doesn't matter, but I'm following my thing, and that's a very difficult thing to do, and that is the point of this video. And I hope that it really helps you guys out to be able to do that, against signs that, yeah, this thing could just keep on going up. It's hard, guys, but that's how sharks make profit, and that's how I made a nice little profit on this guy. Okay, so that's about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, get notified, and put comments below. Otherwise, I'm going to go see if there's some people on the chat. I usually stream much later when Asia's doing its thing, but they're on like holiday now until like the 6th, so I'm doing it right now during the day, and it was just time for me to get out of BNB coin. Tons of YouTubers, all they're saying is, oh, BNB, and that's great. You know, BNB's, I like it. Anyway, yeah, hey guys, I have two. Hey, Amor, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Crazy? Yeah. That's fine. Call me crazy, call me whatever. But that's, you know, it's, to me, the signs are there. I mean, we're parabolic right now, guys. And right now it's, what is up? This auto thing is, get off their chat. Don't know where that's from. So yeah, we're parabolic. It's going up, and you can call me crazy and stuff, but yeah, we'll see where this goes. But anyway, that's what I did, and the point of it is really to show you guys how to get out. You know, it's difficult to get out when you're in the face of something that could keep on moving up. All right, I know it's difficult. Anyway, that's about it. You guys have a great, wonderful day. Yeah, the sharks eating the guppies. Whales, yes, that's how whales do it, guys. You can bet. That brings up another thing as far as whales go. Look at the amount of the volume here, guys. We had big volume back here, and then we have big volume here. Okay, so we're having a lot. This was being pushed up. This is called a markup. In Wyckoff, it's marked up, and right now I have this thing marked up, labeled, let's call it, labeled for the area that is called distribution in Wyckoff. Okay, do I expect it to come up here to the buying climax again? Yes, I do. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back and we'll just see what happens there. If it comes back and goes above it and then comes back down, then I'll get interested. I might get back in again. We'll see. That's just me. But right now, I'm securing profits because that's what sharks do, guys. Eating guppies. Got hungry. Anyway, thanks for the comments, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. And yeah. Oh, hey Han, how's it going? Thanks for the comments, dances. Yeah, I like the shark things. Buffer fish. Oh, so Han, you think it's smart to take profits here with BNB? Yeah. Yeah. BNB used up its explosives. Yeah, the only thing BNB has left is the rumor that it possibly could become a stable coin. Yeah? That's like it. I mean, what else is there? Well, you're going to have a bunch more people get on board, buy BNB for trading. Okay, that's great. Is it going to grow? Yeah. The thing is, let's say it only goes up 100, 200%. Okay? Can I get a higher return on other coins right now? This thing, to me, has pretty much ran its path. I don't see it making another 1,200% return here until things change in the market. So we'll see. That's just it. I'm laddering. You see, laddering. When you ladder profits, that's when things are. That's how you make money during an accumulation phase, when things go up and down like this garbage here. Well, that's not quite accumulation, but yeah, I guess it could be. But when things go up and down here, see, they're buying down in here. When things go up and down, it's like you buy that one. You just buy, like, say if these were longer time periods, you get that one and then sell, get that one and then sell, get that one, sell, get that one, sell, etc. Okay, so you're laddering up the amount of money that you can make. Okay, and I'm not shorting. Okay, and I'm not doing anything on everything I do is spot. But you would ladder up. Then you can do the same thing from coin to coin. We know this, right? Oh, let's get out of this coin and let's go put it in the one that's like mooning, right? Get a quick 5, 10%, whatever you guys do. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and we'll see what happens. That's all there is to it. So BNB is cool, man. Oh, also, here's one to take a look at. Don't forget about this one. Haven't talked about it for a really long time. And that is, look at this huge buy volume. Humongous. Okay, what coin is this? Bitcoin Gold, BTG. Where can you get it? You can get it on Binance. Yay! But that is really astronomically huge. Right now it's right in here, and it's on low volumes, and it's going up on low volumes. That is to me, that's a good sign. But keep in mind, this thing can like totally dump, okay? It doesn't have a lot of traction out there with followers and stuff like that. Nobody talks about it. It pretty much follows Bitcoin, right? Oh, pretty much follows Bitcoin. And there you go. So anyway, just keep a watch on Bitcoin Gold. Do your research on it. Tell me if you like it, hate it in the comments. Is it just a garbage, another piece of garbage coin? Whatever. Does it even matter? You know, whatever. But keep an eye on that one, because this one could like dump, which would be interesting, or consolidate, or go up, or whatever, right? I'm not saying, you know, you should get it, but keep an eye on it, because right now it's broken out above its secondary test from its automatic rally. See that, guys? Oh, yeah. So it's above. This is, yeah. So if we look at that, compare that to Binance Coin. That's an interesting test. We'll scroll back in here, because this is so you guys can learn. So we have our buying climax here. It's high, right? It's peaked up, and we have a line here way up where It peaked. For over here, that's where it peaked, okay? There's the bottom, and then there's where it peaked, the buying climax. We draw a line across. It broke out. It hovered around near the top, and it broke out again. And it looks like it's finding support on this line, which is interesting, okay? It's on low volume, and it's going up. Interesting. That means supply is low. Supply is low. And what happens when supply is low? What happens to price? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. On Morpheus, yeah, you know, it's cool that it's in the VeChain ecosystem per se, but I'd rather just, for me, you know, if you like it, great, you know, go for it. But for me, I just like to buy a VeChain, okay? I don't want to spread. Here's the thing: there's so many good coins out there to get into. Which one do you get in? Because if you have $5 in a whole bunch of coins, okay? Let's say you have, I don't know, $100 and you put $5 into a whole bunch of coins, okay? Would it be better to put maybe like 50 in one and then 20 in another? I mean, and then 30 in another, and so if one goes, it goes. Instead of being spread too thin, it gives you like leverage or traction and stuff. So it's just, you know, I don't have like all that amount of money that I want to put into all these cool coins and stuff, even though I might like them and stuff. But for me, so I'm just loading up on VeChain, and I've been accumulating ever since. This is still the accumulation phase as far as I'm concerned. It's never left it. And so we'll see. But you know, if you like Morpheus, hey, I don't have anything against them. If you like it, get it. If you don't. You know, if you think it'll meet your criteria, your return on investment, your internal rate of return, hey, there you go. Amor says, Coinbase adding Dogecoin. Any thought? Oy vey. Heck, Dogecoin might take over Bitcoin. Well, Coinbase doesn't have the traction it used to in days past. It's just it's just a sad thing, man. I think there's so many other projects out there. Whatever. It's like whatever. They're just trying to make a buck because it's people like that coin, and well, they just want the transactions. That's all. Oh, I'm back going to have Bitcoin Gold. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? What do you think I got with my BNB coin? I don't know. Don't give out my trades usually. They're usually secret. The only things I've said that I sold somewhat close to the time where I dumped them is Binance, XRP, and XLM. And those are other things too. When I dumped those, let's go look at those, see how they're doing. XRP. Yeah, I dumped way up here in the 50-cent range, and the thing dumped. And so we'll see if it comes down to my little box here. So we'll see. That's XRP. I know people are screaming about XRPs. I posted this right after I posted this first video. I lost a bunch of subscribers. Oh well. It's not like I hate the coin. I like Ripple. I don't like XRP. There's a difference. And then XLM. XLM is just eating through my box here. So we'll see what happens with that. It just needs time right now, okay? But it has a pretty big trading range it just established, as here and up here. That's the buying climax. So we'll see if it can break this at some point in time. Right now it's going down for a secondary test, and we can see what happens if it bounces down here. It's just looking for supply and demand. See what happens, you know? So that thing basically dumped. Oh well. XLM's cool. I like Stellar. It's one of my top coins for the year. Lo and behold, you believe that? Yeah, it is. I have a video on it in 2019, top coins. Check it out. Anyway, yeah, that's about it, guys. So I just thought I'd do that, and yeah, we'll see. So yeah, Bitcoin starts looking hot again. Yeah, I'll do a video on it. Anyway, that's it. Have a good day, and I'll catch you later.